In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make sense and use unorganized data to complete a variety of tasks. What we have here is a display of men's shirts taken off of Dick's Sporting Goods website. So the first thing we're going to do with this data is remove all of the images. These images aren't going to be necessary for what we're doing, and they're just going to get in the way. So first we're going to highlight the column that all the data's in. Click Edit, go to Find, and then Go To. From there, we're going to click on Special. After that, we're going to click on the Objects button, and this will highlight all of the images. From there, we click OK. Do is hit Delete, and as you can see, all of them have gone away. We are clicking on Compare. This was just taken off of the website, and it is not necessary for anything we are going to be doing. So we're going to filter that out by clicking Data and then the Filter tab. From there, we click on the tab at the top of the column, and now we click Choose One, Contains, and now we type in the word Compare. This is going to give us a result that only contains compare from all the data, and as you can see here, it is all comprised, and as you can see by the numbers on the left, they're not in any particular order. So after we hit delete, now we're left with only the relevant information, except for these negative numbers that were also copied off of the website. We're going to want to remove those too. But the filter tab is not capable of removing them just because they are negative numbers, so we're going to have to use the conditional formatting tool to help us highlight these items first. After highlighting the column, we're going to go to conditional formatting and then the less than button. From there, we're going to put less than 0 because all of the numbers that we want to get rid of are negative. After clicking OK, we're going to see that all of the negative numbers are now highlighted. So from here we have something to actually format with under the filter tab. So we're going to go back to the filter tab. After clicking on the button to filter all the data out, we're going to be able to find that not under the tab that we just used, but under the by color tab, we're going to be able to filter by the fill color for all these negative numbers. So once we click on that, we get a condensed list of all the negative numbers, and now, like we did with the previous two items that we filtered, we're going to delete these. Now we're left with only the data that we're going to want to manipulate, except you can see that there are a lot of blank spaces in between all the data, so what we're going to try and do is condense this into a shorter list. We're going to highlight the column, go back to Edit, Find, and then Go To. From here we're going to click Special again, and then click on Blanks. Now you can see all the blanks are highlighted. We're going to go to the Home tab and click on the Delete button, and then we'll get rid of all of the blank spaces. We have all the data that we want, and it's in a very condensed form. Here we can start to actually use it to discover some trends. The first thing we're going to do is pretend that we want only to see the shirts that are t-shirts and designed by Nike. From here we can choose the Contains filter and put in the word Nike. After we do that, we get the option to put an and or for another filter. From here we're going to choose and then go to Contains again and type in t-shirt. By doing this, we're going to get results that only contain those two words, and everything else will be filtered out. After doing this, we can see the list with the hyperlink of all of the Nike men's t-shirts that were in that list of 144 men's shirts. So from here, it would be a very easy way to figure out what we're looking for if we had a specific brand or specific shirt type in mind. So now we're just going to clear that filter and show you a little bit more advanced type of function. Here we want to see if, for instance, we're wondering what percentage of items are on sale. We can see that we're going to filter by the font color and use the darkest one. We know that we're using the darkest one because all of the prices, the final prices, are in bold letters. So once we filter by that, we'll get all the final prices for every item. As you can see, after doing that, we have a list of only the prices. What we're going to want to do is copy and paste this list into another sheet so that we can edit this list without actually altering the original data set. So right now, copying and adding a new sheet at the bottom of the page. So now we have the data here, and we can go back to the original sheet We are going to try and find out what percentage of these items are on sale. To do so, we're going to utilize the count function at the bottom of the screen. As you can see right here, 144 columns, or excuse me, 144 rows are filled. We're going to copy this column over so that we can filter one of them and then see the difference between which columns have the now price and which columns do not. The filter will not give us an option to filter by now. It'll only give us filters that involve numbers. So in order to get this filter, we're going to have to go back to the conditional formatting tool. Using conditional formatting, we can do the highlight cells rule and do text that contains. Since we want to highlight all of the items that are on sale, that are not on sale, we're going to do not containing, and then write the word now, since that is the word for all of the sales prices. As you can see, all of the original prices are now highlighted in red. From here, we can use the filter tool to filter out these numbers. After clicking on filter, we can filter by color and then cell color. Clicking on the red one, we can now see that we only see the original price without sale numbers. From here, we can delete these. Now we can see side by side the sale prices and the ones without the regular prices. Now, by utilizing the count function that I referred to earlier, we can see the difference between these two columns. Previously stated, there was 144 items in the original data set, but now there are only 60 because of all the removal of all the regular priced items. So just by doing a simple calculation of 60 divided by 144, we can see the percentage of items that are on sale, approximately 42%.